Hello, welcome back to Disco Elysium. It's me, aproustian. So I am back here trying to figure out exactly what I want to do next. Oh, I have another level up point. I am tempted to, maybe this is silly. I'm tempted to put it here, so that I can try that jump off of the roof again. I'm just like, I found a shortcut. I want to use the shortcut. But, like, probably going the normal way and talking to all the dock workers or whatever is fine. There would be other kinds of checks. But I'm like, oh, I found a thing, I want to use the thing. So that's tempting. But it also feels a little bit like putting good money in after bad. You know, like, I don't know. I don't know. But something else I noticed, I was looking over here at my thought cabinet, and I saw I have a couple that I hadn't looked at yet. So this is the bow collector. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector of streetcar number 42, slowly down the slope from Voyager Road, then east, etc. So this is something I could internalize. I don't know why I'd want to internalize it. Oh, because, oh no, that's Lonesome Way Home. I don't know what the, like, because it doesn't show me the solution, so I don't know what the benefit is of it yet. Temporary research bonus, -1 authority. Like, this is -1 authority, -1 hand-eye coordination. Those both seem not great. You see yourself from above. You've passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. Puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Interesting. But this is the one I definitely want to do. The ace is low. +2 empathy towards Kim Kitsuragi. The Insulindian Civil War was not the first war to see the use of hybrid airships on both sides, but it was the coolest. For an entire decade, folded multi-rotor fighters got into dogfights above Revachol, Ozone, Simonine, and the Arcade Islands, spitting death at one another. They flew over sandy beaches and shot each other out of the azure sky, crashing into city blocks and setting island forests ablaze. The Ace's Low was a custom among revolutionary brigands, performed after multiple kills. Lieutenant Kitsuragi seems fond of it. Why? Unlock a new slot to research the thought. Oh! How do I unlock a new slot? Can I take off... Oh, I forget it. Would I have to... So I have to decide which bonuses I want. Okay. I think the volumetric shit compressor is more important because of the endurance, maybe? If I forget this, will it take all the time to relearn it? Thought will be lost forever? Well, I don't want to lose it forever. Do I? Okay, I'm gonna leave this alone. I am nervous about that. Okay. Okay, I am just too invested in this shortcut. I think I'm gonna try it one more time. And, oh, but it was like 28% last time. Even if I bump up my savoir-faire again, What if it's even odds and I fail? Like, shit. But what if I make it? What if I put a point in and then I make it? That would be cool. It just feels so unlikely.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings is still caught on the railing.
One more try.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings
even odds.
is still caught on the railing.
Oh my god. Yes!
As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses.
Close your eyes, let your senses take in the world around
Ankles
you.
tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below.
Continue the voyage through the salty air.
As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive. Alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
I just got a trophy, the goodest of the good cops.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor rushes back in.
Oh, so worth it. So worth it. And now I have a coat. Okay, let's see here. Clothes. +1 esprit de corps. Taking back the streets. +1 shivers, know thy neighborhood. Okay, a police cloak made from heavy tarpaulin. It would be nigh wind and waterproof if there weren't 3 bullet holes scattered on the surface. The signature white rectangle of the RCM covers the garment's back. So that would replace my jacket. And my jacket has just the +1 esprit de corps. So probably I'll stick with the jacket, I guess? The disco-ass blazer. I don't know, +1 shivers. Is that good or bad? I don't know. Let me look here. It was this. Raise the hair on your neck, tune into the city. Okay, so it's good. It's good. So that means I will put it on. Even though, to be honest, I think it looks a little bit dorkier. But you know what? It's not like this outfit is the best. +1 interfacing. Sure. Okay. But now, I think if I need to, I can open this door. So now I can go in here. Okay. The radio is emitting strange buzzing sounds. A giant ass print on the pillow and a pattern of coffee rings on the armrest. Someone is habitually chilling next to the radio. That makes sense.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change."
Huh. A punch clock. Okay, I have 3 real 90 cents or whatever. Sure.
The machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next move.
Let your muscle memory dial a random number.
Your fingers run over the dial pad. 005. That's the dialing code for Revachol. 4952. And a moment of hesitation before entering the final numbers. 993. Calling.
Oh God.
Calling. Still calling. Then,
Video Revachol, 24-hour video rental.
Oh,
We rent 8
God.
and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy. How may I help you?
the voice of a youngster on the other end sounds as enthusiastic as that of a man walking towards the gallows.
What is this place?
Video Revachol is a 24-hour video rental. We rent 8 and 10mm film for home use. This is Lummy.
Do you know me?
No.
Huh. Why did I call you?
Maybe you called to extend your rental period? Do you need to extend your rental period?
Maybe, but I don't even know my name.
If you need any further assistance, you can visit us on the corner of Voyager and Main. I can't help you over the phone. Are we done?
The call is terminated by the other party. You're left with the discomforting sound of the disconnect tone.
Interesting. Interesting. Someone left the coffee machine on. Standard office file cabinet. The drawers seem to be locked. Oh wait, what was that? Is that my exit? Shit. That is my exit. Okay, but now I understand because for some reason I kept thinking this door led back up to the roof that I was on before, but it clearly does not. Although, actually, I did check out a couple things, so collecting rainwater. Oh, and then I can go down that way. Okay, I will go back inside. It's Wild Pines, interesting. Okay, let's go back inside. There was more stuff here to explore, for sure. This is a Dewey typewriter. The model name is on the back. Every worker, member of the board is written on the top of the flyers. At the bottom, the union logo and demand democracy. La Fumée, Volume 10. Okay, I got something to interact with. It's a book. The leading intellectual organ of Martinez communism offers a radical Mazovian perspective on a range of contemporary issues. The cover features a stylized portrait of the late King Frizzell with a pair of white antlers growing out of his head. Interesting.
On second glance, someone has forgotten to properly close one of the drawers.
Nice.
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork lying around like this.
Open
The
the door.
drawer opens smoothly. Inside is a well-organized selection of brown folders.
Browse through the
Hundreds
folders.
of documents containing logistical data. Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol. Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold.
I mean, it's a dock, right? So that all makes sense.
It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. Look how blurry all the lines on these papers are. How unwieldy your own willpower is to yourself. You're like an absurdist Samaran monk, focusing through not focusing. Hermeneutics was almost within your grasp, but now only vague letters float before your eyes. Less meaningful, but aesthetically more pleasing.
Could I actually focus through not focusing?
You're a police officer, not a spiritual healer. You can focus the normal way by turning your attention to something and not letting go.
If I let my eyes go completely out of focus, all shapes start melting into each other.
Is that what you're doing with those folders over there?
Yes.
Right. This is probably not relevant to our case. After all, we're not investigating an accounting mystery.
Oh, but I have better odds now. Volition, thought focusing. It's gonna let me do it.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer.
Let's look at it.
It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Evrart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Evrart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
I mean, I can show it to Kim. I don't think it's very useful.
Evrart Clare, probably. The head of the Debarders Union. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list.
That's true. Okay, I think that's probably
The drawer
good, though.
slides shut smoothly.
Special borscht, huh? Okay. Les Jardins 12. This is an item. A laminated postcard offers a glimpse across the river. Little more than a decade after the war, the eastern bank is already fully renovated. The hillsides are lush with gardens and residences. Someone's parked a small beige airship by the fountain. This postcard will sell for a pretty penny. Ooh. Well, it costs 34 cents, so I'm not sure how many cents I can buy it for. Or sell it for. Ooh, a healing item. Okay, oh, and somebody told me, yeah, I see it now, and it's flashing to tell me it increased. The numbers in those pluses. Okay, so I have 1 health healing and 3 mental healing items, so that's nice. Oh, wait, there was something else. Oh my god, neat office shades. Heck yeah. These were stuffed away in the dock workers union office. They're perfect for scribbling down paperwork when the sun tries to get in your eyes. Good for staring down suspects, too. +1 visual calculus, -1 drama. They're a little bit dry. I'm gonna put those on. Oh my god. Look at how much of a dork I am. I love it. Okay. Seems to be everything in here, so let's try this door. Door's locked. Okay. Nonetheless, this seemed pretty good. I am a little concerned that it's almost 5 p.m. and all I have to my name is $3.80. Oh, maybe I'm about to find some more change. At least 3 packs worth of cigarette butts. Numerous empty bottles of Commodore Red, potent Pilsner. So maybe not.
This is the night watchman's booth. The name on the door reads, René Arnaud. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
Yeah, I'll search
If you
the
must.
booth.
But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed photograph on the table. Looks like the inhabitant is rather pedantic when it comes to order.
I'm gonna leave
Let's
the
get
picture
going.
alone.
The entire neighborhood can see us up here.
Alright. Yep, we'll leave. That's fine. I need to go down this way. Oh. Great machines in quiescence. I just realized that was yellow, so that's a Motorix thought. Okay. I'm figuring this out, and by figuring it out I mean I've been told specifically this game is very heavily color-coded, but it hasn't really made sense to me until now. It's starting to gel in my brain. White pine trees are printed onto the screen, and I missed it. That's fine. That's white pine, wild pines. Okay. Oh. Looks like I'm gonna be walking a long way around. Oh, I'll have to see what that is. And that. I do kind of appreciate these auto walk segments because it's like you see faded industrial lettering on the platform, convulsed. Because I find the geometry of it a little bit confusing. Ooh. Now I'm up to almost $5. Gart will be thrilled. Oh, Kvalsund means Whale Fjord in Arden. And that was a blue or like intellect check. Not check, thought. Nice. Is there anything else? Is there anything else over here? Oh, there's a button? No. It's a thing to take. A healing item. Fantastic. But what is this? I wonder. I'm a little bit nervous it's like an operation button for the crane or something.
A rusting control panel with several knobs. 2 buttons marked Marsh and Arret are faded with use. It seems to control the large crane above. A container is attached to its hook block. Marsh. On. Arret. Off.
Oh god.
With a loud grind,
Pressed
the crane
on.
shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Maybe that will let me access something I couldn't access before. I hope. This still seems precarious.
And, with a surprisingly quiet thunk, the crane places the container down. The harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, now that its purpose has been fulfilled.
I mean, I feel like I do understand, like, but I'm gonna
Moving
ask.
this container, of course. For this purpose it was built. For this purpose it has acted. And now it will rest.
I can't see how that was worth the ruckus, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
It was. Press
The
on
crane does not return to its original position. It does not move at all.
Interesting. Okay. Well, even if that didn't do anything for me gameplay-wise, I am happy that the crane is now resting. That's nice. Like, it's such an interesting... Shipyard ahead is oddly quiet. The great machines are sleeping. Yeah, it's an interesting way that Harry, like, thinks about and interacts with the world. Fuck yeah. At this rate, I still won't have anywhere to sleep tonight. The speaker tower is silent. There's no work to organize in the yard below. Okay, what do we got here? Industrial-sized thermos. Smells like burnt coffee. Oh my goodness. $2. I should be robbing the harbor more often. Oh, there's someone there singing. Okay. No! See, it's hard for me to tell what are exits. Okay, but given that, come here. Let's look at the exit. Let's go back out. Let's talk to you.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red. Container, container, put the logos on.
The lyrics to this container song are being made up as he goes along.
A common thing with songs around here.
The accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of Ubisund on Muindi.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Evrart.
The tiny man is so engaged in his work, he doesn't notice you. I'll say hi.
Evrart, 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 he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, hey there. How can I help you, mister? I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you?
A shadow passes over his kind face. No, of course
I mean,
not.
I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat.
He doesn't seem to be waiting for you to answer.
Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
What are you doing with the containers?
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am, yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
He waves at the containers towering behind him. Logic. Yeah, what's going on here?
The containers in the yard are green in Wild Pine's livery, and the mountains rising behind Leo is all red in Union colors. It's like some red infection was spreading outwards from the container yard's core. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
Leo, has anyone told you why you need to change the covers?
No, not really. Mr. Evrart doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone.
I believe that. This looks like a massive redecorating operation, Kim.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
What is underneath these red covers?
Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Chemicals? Thanks, Leo. You've been very helpful.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Let's see. Where is everyone? The harbor is empty.
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
Ah, and that's what I avoided. He leans in with a confidential
We're
look.
on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
But aren't you working right now, Leo?
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrart is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrart sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
He stops, but seems eager to tell you more. What kind of trouble did this Titus and his friends get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Evrart telling them to take some time off.
What did they actually do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
He looks to you for assistance.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Okay, Leo. Yeah, I feel like this is too forward. Okay, Leo, let's hear about this fight
I
you got
remember
into.
I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, I had a bit of a temper back in the day. Flew off the handle like nobody's business. But Mr. Evrart and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head. Noel never started another fight with anyone after this.
Interesting.
Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Evrart. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here.
Let's see. Okay, do you work here? I mean,
Yes,
obviously.
yes. Everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. But everyone calls me Leo.
The little man raises his hand in a welcoming gesture.
I'm like Mr. Everart's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Evrart is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
The lieutenant looks up at Leo.
A real pretty lady with a skin like those douce sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio. But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes I am, yes I am.
Hold on, who's this Miss Beaufort?
Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Evrart put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word. That's obvious.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood. Knows everybody and gets along with everyone. Real pillar of the community one day, I'm sure. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids. Dr. Lemaitre said so, and she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years she has.
He sighs and falls silent, watching you meekly with his blue eyes.
So Evrart trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
I think you're doing a pretty great job around here, Leo.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork. Keep it up, Leo.
The lieutenant smiles at the little man.
Well, thanks a lot. Coming from you, it means a lot, really.
You didn't think it was possible, but the smile becomes even wider.
Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are alright.
I don't really want to say you're ubi right when it's like... I don't know. It feels racist to be like, hey, where are you from, you know? I'm a little bit, I'm sure this is true. I'm not sure that I want to reveal that I know that. Let me ask about this. I feel like he doesn't know.
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know. Lots of containers here have nothing in them. They're just waiting to be loaded up.
Alright. I'm looking for the leader.
Oh, you
That's
want Mr.
Evrart.
Evrart then?
Yeah.
He's an awfully nice fellow, he is. Him and his brother are both nice fellows. They've lived their entire lives in this here neighborhood.
He coughs, then continues immediately.
Guys like Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Mr. Evrart and Mr. Edgar and I went to the same school we did when we were boys.
Easy now, Leo. I just want to know where I can find him.
Oh, Mr. Evrart is where he always is. In his office, of course.
He points to the 2 joint containers on your right. Okay, I'm off.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks, Leo. The banner sags under the weight of rain and snow. White waves on red. Okay, so that's where this will take me, is into his office. I wonder if Kim has anything to say at this
Yes?
point. Nothing. Okay. Nothing new. Okay. More thermoses? Coffee in the giant thermoses is still lukewarm. A stair made of pallets leading up. Well, time to talk to the boss, I guess. Let me look at this first. A taxidermy fish that tells time. Alright. Hello,
Before
Evrart.
you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you. With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you, with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Yeah, let's just get straight to business. There's been a murder.
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's
Oh,
good of you
Dubois.
two to stop by. Please, have a seat.
That's my name, Harry Dubois. He gestures to a tiny chair opposite of his giant desk.
I'm Evrart Clare. head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez.
The man relaxes into his chair and continues.
I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Ah, thanks, Kim. The lieutenant nods at you, then the chair.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Interesting. Right? So I can go along and take a seat. I can push back and say I'd rather stand. I can get into my own personal things. I think I'm gonna do that first.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist.
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right. It's nothing. Forget about it. Filter it out.
Alright, I will take a seat.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another.
He gives you a sly wink. Remain serious.
So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting
Oh,
on
no.
has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world.
Oh no.
It's violating your backside.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners, it pains me to say. This should take care of that nonsense.
He points to a giant novelty check on his desk. It's absolutely comically huge. Am I about to be bribed?
It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria manager. Go ahead, take it.
He points at it again.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Huh. Oh my god. What? Wait, you know Garth?
Yes, I know Lawrence. He's a real character. No union man in him. A real piece of work, that boy is.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Oh my god. I don't have a plan to get money to cover this, but I don't want to be indebted to the union. Oh no. And okay. Also, I feel like I should finally point this out. It's interesting to me that the union is being like, they're not necessarily the bad guys. We don't know for sure that they've done this murder, but right now it really appears like they've done a murder. They're covering it up and they're trying to bribe me to be quiet about it. And this feels like absolutely realistic in terms of you have an organization protecting itself, has the de facto power in the area. But I do want to at least put in a point of like, I'm in a union. I like unions. As a general rule, I am very union supportive. And I just want to say that. Oh, I don't know. One of these two. Take it or don't. I should have saved before I came in here. I think that I don't want to be indebted to him. Here's my worry. My worry is that I have like 4 hours to come up with another 140 real, and if I don't, I'll lose the game, right? But I don't think that will happen. I don't think it's going to be a hard cutoff, and even if it were, there would be more ways to get the money than taking it from this guy. Keep it. I'm good.
Okay. I respect a man with principles. No handouts, then.
He crosses his arms on his ample midsection and sinks further into his chair.
Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak. I've got my best hounds looking for that lost gun.
Oh, don't remind me I've lost
His
my gun.
slug-like lips move, but
Ew.
all you hear is an echo. Lost gun, lost gun, lost gun. The world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only 2 words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. When he said, "Don't worry," he actually meant, be very worried.
Can I've lost so many health. Can I? Oh, I can fix it mid-conversation. Okay, I was a little bit concerned about that. Okay. How do you know about my lost gun?
I know everything, Harry. Right now, I know that you're worried. Don't be worried. Everything's going to be all right. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it. I have a feeling everything's going to be all right.
So he has my gun.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Oh no. If I try this and I fail, that looks like it's -2 health, and that will kill, like, game over. So I'm not even gonna. There's no way.
Officer, we will deal with this later. We don't need Mr. Clare's help with this.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, why did I sit down?
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You're about to cry because you lost your gun and those children are gonna shoot themselves with it.
So what? Men can cry
You
too.
want to cry? God, you're weak. Whatever you do, don't cry. You'll think you're disgusting.
Mr. Dubois, you don't look so good.
What is this, Mr. Dubois? He keeps repeating. What is he trying to pull here? You need to cool the fuck down. Chill.
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry!
Keep sliding down the chair like a jello shot.
Mr. Dubois, are you okay? Can I get you a glass of water or something? Are you having some kind of medical emergency?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
I'm as good as it gets, Mr. Dubois. Vaguely gesture with your hands above your head. Oh yeah, man, I'm fucking great. Keep sliding. Chair is uncomfortable. I could use that glass of water. I'm melting. Oh yeah, man. I'm fucking great. No, I think I'm gonna try throwing it back at him. I'm as good as it gets.
Don't be dramatic. I can see your condition isn't terminal.
Thanks, Kev.
What an odd demonstration of... you got me, Harry. I don't even know what. As entertaining as it was, I'm afraid we're wasting our time. And I'm an extremely busy man, as I'm sure you are too.
Okay, enough. We are here to ask you some questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
Thank you, Kim.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions. It is about time to stop embarrassing yourself. Questions will help you regain some of your lost dignity.
I want to talk about the hanging.
Oh, of course. That's your main thing here. That's why you're in Martinez. I know everything that goes on around here, and I would love to discuss it with you. I mean, it's no secret that the lynching is connected to the strike. So much to talk about. Honestly, it's been weighing on me so heavily. I understand you need to interview me.
I sense there's a but.
But there's a thing that's been keeping me up at night. I want to talk about the hanging. I mean, if we could just calmly talk, exchange information, we could blow this thing wide open.
Uh-huh.
Yes, That sounds good. Let's do that.
But I can't think straight with this thing weighing on me. You're police officers, aren't you? I have a crazy idea. You guys are basically door-opening machines. Incredibly talented at opening doors.
Kim, is that true? Are we door-opening machines?
I'm not sure I understand. If you're asking us to break down someone's door, it's not going to happen.
Come now. I just need you to go open a little door for me and leave it unlocked. A simple thing. Absolutely nothing shady about it.
Absolutely everything shady about
An
it.
excellent opportunity presents itself, sire. You could win the trust of the arch-liar, pretend to play into his hand. Then, should you wish, bend his efforts towards your own.
Why don't you just open it yourself?
Harry, I'm a very busy man, and more importantly, I don't have that extraordinary physique you do. You look like you could run around all day.
I feel like that's probably the first time someone has ever told Harry he has an extraordinary physique.
You want to send someone a message that the police are working for you.
I repeat, I'm a very, very busy man, Mr. Kitsuragi, and therefore I must occasionally enlist outside help. So what will it be, Harry?
Whose door is
Oh,
it?
no one's. It's just a weasel. A weasel lives there. Nothing for you to worry about.
What do you mean by a weasel?
A loud, blabbering weasel. When weasels feel no one is watching, they start acting foolishly.
He removes his glasses and rubs
Just
his nose.
go there, unlock the door, and leave it open. It's been such a burden on me, Harry. I just want this to be over so I can discuss business with you.
He puts his glasses back on. But you don't even know anything.
Harry, my dear friend, I am what people call a local bigwig. I know everything that goes on in Martinez.
Alright, damn it, fine. We'll need to talk about that murder.
Fantastic, my friend. Just let me know when it's done and we can take our friendship to the next level.
He flicks his fingers.
You can get the key from Manana. He's down by the gates. Manana's like a free agent in the Union. Special operations. Hardened socialist. A real free thinker, too. He'll tell you precisely where the door is. One last thing, Harry. Just
Jesus.
open the door. You don't need to go in or anything. I just want that weasel to come home and see the unlocked door.
Aren't you going to ask me how I got in?
Harry, honestly, I'm just relieved you didn't get a hernia. A man your age.
Yeah, that seems like a much more reasonable response to him. Say
The big
nothing.
man peers at you over the rims of his glasses for a moment, then interlaces his fingers and rests his chin on his hands.
Anyway, I assure you, I am a very well-informed man. Information reaches me before I even get the chance to request it.
You called me Mr. Dubois. Why?
Of course. Let us dispatch with the formalities. You call me Evrart, I call you Harry.
So that's really my name.
My God, so it's true. I didn't want to believe it, but you are a fantastic science fiction amnesiac cop, aren't you? What are the odds of that?
I think the odds of that are very low.
But
It might be a good idea to hide your confusion. I mean, see what his game is first.
my memory is fine. I'm just testing you.
So good to hear that, Harry. Apparently my sources were wrong. However, if you did have a spot of memory trouble, I could help you out. With my big fat folder.
Words flow like a river of honey from his lips. I guess word has already reached him. No matter. No harm done. It's just a brown folder. You can't make out what's written on it.
Are you trying to tell me you've gotten hold of some of our documents?
The lieutenant inspects Evrart over his spectacles.
Mr. Kitsuragi, would you mind? Me and Harry are talking about his lost identity right now.
Don't just jump to the folder. That's not smart. Shows you're on the edge. Do some probing first.
Okay. Oh, +1 because I read the shipping folders before. I'm gonna try this. Have another look at that folder.
As you look at the folder, Evrart covers it with his hand and pets it. He's hiding it from you because it's not a real RCM folder. It's just another one of those brown folders you saw in the file cabinet.
That's why I get the bonus. That's not an RCM folder.
Okay, Harry, you got me. This is from the Census Bureau. not the RCM. Those Census Bureau people are absolutely corrupt. You should do something about them.
He got the name from the Census Bureau, and everything else from your actions here in Martinez.
Yes, Mr. Kitsuragi from the Census Bureau. Like I said, now I'm actually a very busy man. So is there anything else I can do for you, Harry?
That means he doesn't really know anything about you. A pity. The mystery of you will have to remain a mystery for the time being.
So the Census Bureau says my name is Harry Dubois.
Yes, that's what I said. Try to keep up, okay? Let's move on.
That actually went pretty well. I'm a little concerned about the lost gun conversation, but here we
Yes,
go.
your lost gun. My best men are on it. They're turning every stone, searching every playground, asking kids, grandmas, everyone. Your gun will be found, Harry. Let me assure you of that. It's just a matter of time and effort.
The only way to find it seems to be working with him. He might even be holding your gun hostage.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my assumption. Could he really hold my gun
Who knows?
hostage?
Only one thing is certain. If you work with him, you're going to get it back. And working with him might be the only way to do it.
I will not be blackmailed with this gun business.
Harry! I was only trying to be tactful. A lost gun is a dangerous thing. I can't have it around in my neighborhood. Kids could be playing gun roulette with it as we speak. Teenage gangs could be arming themselves. Get a hold of yourself, Harry.
I assure you we are working on locating the missing sidearm as well.
Excellent, Mr. Kitsuragi. That's excellent news. Looks like we have a friendly gun-finding competition on our hands.
Evrart, I'm going to leave now. We might talk again later.
Wait. You need this to get in and out through the gate.
Oh, thanks. I was wondering how I'm supposed to get out.
Here, you're one of us now. A real red and white Union man. Take care, Harry.
Okay. Well, I had to use a lot of healing items there, but I survived. Let me get down the stairs. There we go. Whew. I survived. Sleeping heals all your health and morale. That's nice. Okay, and I can also level up. I'm gonna hold on to this one again. See what I need next. Okay. Open apartment door for Evrart. So I need to get the key to the weasel's door from Manana. But I think I may do that next time. This was a lot, so I'm going to call it here, and I'll see you all later. Bye!